Okay, YouTube rant.
No, but anywho, it's just like there's stuff on there like I'm trying to think of a good example. Like I said, I don't want to throw shade at anybody, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? That's just not like awesome. Like, I think there's a channel you watch like So Amazing or something like that, or That's Amazing.
So Amazing?
Think so. That's amazing. Let me look. I don't know, but it's like they do these like stupid pranks or things like that, and it's like just a whole bunch of like overreaction to everything, and it's so fake and derived and so staged that it's like that is 100% crap.
So like if someone just saw a chair, they're like, it's a chair! It's a toddler's chair! Oh, somebody call 911!
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
To free Kyrie's heart.
No, it's not that. That's amazing. I feel bad for that one. They do like cool trick shot videos. Not that one. He watches those ones, and those ones are pretty entertaining. Just like people, they're doing like kind of trick shots and stuff. And, you know, it's difficult. It's one of those things that you have to like continually do, and then they record it. That one's good. What was that? I don't know. But like at the same time, like I feel bad talking smack about it because at the same time I can hear myself and I sound like an old fuddy-duddy.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, it's like kids these days can't believe they're being entertained by this, that, and the other. Oh, I got something crazy for you today.
Oh yeah?
Okay,
Go ahead while I throw on my jacket. It's like getting cold
it
out
is.
here.
It is. So I was at work today. Right?
Oh wait, really quick. Some plot points. Just you may want to pay attention to. Very important.
How could it be?
How could it be?
What's the matter? Oh, my entries. They're gone. Every page is blank.
What do we do?
Because you're a cricket.
Well, no,
They don't
it's like
make pens that
because
small.
I mean he was with us in the first Kingdom Hearts game, and because of Castle Oblivion, they all went blank.
I gotcha.
And that is also the key plots for Kingdom Hearts Coded,
I gotcha.
where, Jimmy had made a new journal for Kingdom Hearts 2, but from that first adventure, it was just completely blank, but with the sentence I'm not going to spoil just yet,
Gotcha.
which you'll see at the end of this game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so...
Where was I going with that? No, so today. So, I was watching an episode. So I was in between my calls today. I just had the Twilight Zone on. Old Twilight Zone.
Old school Twilight Zone.
Old
black
school
and white
Twilight
one.
Zone. Black and white. Let me see the original air date for this episode because I ended on it. Like I was, it was like the last one I was watching. Where are you? 1959. Okay.
So 1959?
Yes. Time Enough at Last. That's what it is. Now,
Wait, what was the title?
Time Enough at Last.
Time Enough at Last?
Correct.
Goofy
So,
was telling us about another castle.
this guy, okay, he's a bank teller,
None of us really
and he's
remembers.
constantly reading, right? He reads books,
Could it be
newspaper, magazines,
that we
things
don't
like
remember
that.
because
Okay,
we're losing our
and
memories?
the way his boss and his wife were treating him, dead similar. 100%. I don't know if it was a thing back in the 50s that people would just be like reading all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like reading books and like
Right.
reading newspaper and stuff like that. Almost like we always have smartphones on.
Yeah.
Right. Same kind of thing. Like that absorption of information. And so like his boss was all like pissed off at him because he was like a bank teller, but he'd have his book open and be reading it on the side.
Yeah.
Right. And his boss had to have a talk with him. He was like, "You only read on your time, not my time. And I see what you're doing on your lunch break. You need to focus on your career and your job what you're doing here. No more reading on the job. You can't have access to newspapers. Like those kind of things, right? And then he goes home and he's like, but you don't understand, sir. My wife doesn't let me read at home either. Right?
Right.
Like, and so he goes home and she gets mad at him actively for reading the newspaper or reading a book or sitting down on a chair and just reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
Which nowadays, like people are like, why don't you just read a book? It's better for you. But like I was watching that today and I was like,
Thank you, Goofy.
was that a thing? Like I didn't know if it was.
Where people back in the 1950s just got mad at each other
for reading and for being entertained, because back then, okay, maybe there was radio potentially.
Yeah.
Or there wasn't TV back in '59. I don't
No,
think.
no, there wasn't a lot of technology back in the day.
There was TV because that one aired in '59. But
right. Well, okay.
But
obviously.
like the options weren't as much as they are now. But is that same argument occurring now? Are we having the same thing? Because it's like he has to go home and he hides his book in the couch, right? He can't read the newspaper when he gets up in the morning at breakfast, kind of thing. Because his wife's like, you're always reading, right? And that was like a thing. And so I was just like drawing a comparison. I was like, oh my gosh. And we have all these old people telling us, you kids in your faces in your phones and stuff, you're not enjoying life or whatever. Mm-hmm. They had that exact same argument about reading a freaking newspaper or reading a book or doing something like that. But it's the same argument, which I thought was really, like, I was watching that, I'm like, that's eerily familiar. And then the guy like survives a nuclear blast because like he took his lunch. He works at a bank. Takes his lunch down in the vault because it's quiet and he can read.
Mm-hmm. But the vault was sturdy enough that he could survive the
nuclear blast. Yep. And so I haven't finished the episode yet, but like it was just one of those where it's like, was that a thing? Right? Like you know how it was like when we were kids. It's like, oh, watch that TV too much and you're gonna melt your brain, right? Or you're gonna be lazy. Or all kinds of things, right? Don't play video games. You're never going to make money at it, right? Mm-hmm. Yet here we are. Like we're playing
video games. Well, obviously we're not making
like we're trying to get monetized.
Right now, but...
You're helping to make a video game.
Yeah,
making money, real money, turning into dollars and cents, right?
Yeah,
decent job. Okay, your dad's done that. Evan's done that, and it's like, and now there's people out there who make millions of dollars just playing video games. And it's like, all that stuff has either been proven not true or has just reiterated itself.
Well, no one's made millions of dollars just reading books.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, no, I don't think anyone has. I was going to say, well, maybe someone who does like audiobook readings, but I don't
maybe audiobooks, but
I don't think they
solely
make that much.
Just reading.
I don't think they make that much money, though, to do an audiobook. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the guy who did all the Harry Potter, he probably made pretty good money. He'd have to. He did a great job. Like, 100%.
I remember, like, if I was, like, riding with Grandma and Grandpa in their truck back in California, like, I would get, like, glimpses of, like, Grandpa playing, like, his audiobook of the Harry Potters or something. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, pretty good narrator, I would say.
Very good. Like... That was he's one of my favorites. Beats the snot out of I think his name is Rob Inglis or something like that. He does the narration for the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings books. I think he's just really dry, dude.
Let's go. See. You want to go to Agrabah next?
Yeah. Let's go to Agrabah.
All right.
Yeah, it's Rob Inglis who does the Hobbit ones. Jim Dale does the ones for Harry Potter.
I don't know those names.
Let me see. I know, and they're not like actors or anything, but they just do the audiobooks. But anywho, I was just watching that episode today. I'm like, holy crap, right? Like,
so like, what's okay? Here's a question for you. After I read the dialogue.
Go for it.
Look, Sora, someone's in trouble. We better do something. Mind if we help? Thanks. I thought I was done for. Okay, so 1950s. People will get frustrated at others for like reading books or newspapers, and then like 1980s to the 2010s, people will get upset at you for like playing video games. What's next?
Right. Like what's the next thing that people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, you know, stop doing that. You're never gonna be able to make money at that. I think it's like crypto and NFTs, because that's one of those things where like for me, every like at least in the NFT side of things, every bit of me says this is bullcrap. Right? This is a JPEG, and it's supposed to be worth $100,000.
Yeah, I think my dad's like getting into cryptocurrency at least.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been in crypto for a while, but I'm down with it. But
ooh, wow! Thanks, Aladdin. He just made enemies drop Moogle points. Oh, dude. Oh, can you do that again? Can you do that again? Oh,
get the Moogles.
I like Aladdin.
Get the Moogles.
I like Aladdin.
He's just
very
out
much.
here robbing Heartless. Yeah, hey, Jim Dale, the guy who did the voice or narrated for the Harry Potter books. Net worth of 10 mil.
Ooh.
But anywho.
Check this out. Stun Impact.
Nice.
Oh, well, I killed one and I missed that one. It's supposed to like actually stun them.
Take him out.
Oh.
Bam.
Okay, there we go.
No, but like I don't know. Like I said, I think it's that right now, just because it's one of those things where, just like with video games, or just like with, like a lot of things in the digital space, that people don't really grasp onto right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the .com boom, like when that all happened.
.com boom.
Yeah, early to mid 90s, like when the internet was just barely coming around, people were making a ton of money, not only selling stuff online, but just because it created this whole new market that everything and anything filled the void, right? Like for everything from stocks, bonds, companies having websites, like those kind of things. As soon as the internet started blowing up, it just started getting full of stuff, of everything rushed into that space.
Yeah, there was a point in time where people would ask, like, what is the internet?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now the internet is just this beast.
Exactly.
That
encompasses literally everything.
Yeah.
Can't do anything without it.
No way to get rid of it unless of the like all the electricity was gone, at least.
That would still even be hard. Like, it's so crazy.
Go back to the primal.
Have you seen the graphic of the underwater cables across the oceans that makes the internet possible?
Wait, underwater cables?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wait. Tell me what they are. I'm keep going.
It's essentially like the fiber optics for the internet and communication across the entire planet.
So, are these really long cords connected from one continent to another, like U.S. to the U.K.?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
I thought like there'd be like at least like satellites or something. You know, like we got the satellite dishes down here on Earth, and then there's like the one satellite floating or orbiting around the Earth.
Those are the underwater cables and the locations that make the internet.
Are you for real now?
Dead serious.
What?
Yeah. Underwater cables, dude.
That's crazy.
It's kooky news. What if a shark decides he wants to eat cable?
Well, that shark's probably going to get electrocuted for like eating into the wires, but yeah, that will mess up the internet for sure.
Yeah, get Yeah, here, do the dialogue.
Okay,
I'll tell
okay.
you what those fibers are made out of.
They just keep coming.
Well, I guess we better see if the legends are true. Magic lamp, my first wish. Get rid of these heartless. Hello. Stand back, kids. Do you have the lab coming through? Ain't nothing I can't make right as rain. Well, if we had rain in the desert. No rain. But enough dry jokes. One heartless disappearing net coming right up.
Wow, the way these cables are made is really smart.
Warsh? I mean, look, Sora, look how long these internet cables are.
Look how long
they are. They go across the entire ocean.
Yep. Dead serious.
Why didn't you call him in the first place?
It's not that simple, you see. I couldn't have said it better myself, but I will anyway. I'm strictly limited to 3 wishes per master, and ixnay on the wishing for more wishes. Poof. So you've got 2 wishes left? Better use them carefully. I've got to get back to the palace somehow, but with all these heartless... Well, hey, Sora, we're headed that way too, so why don't we go in the lab? Sounds like a plan. That would be great, thanks a lot. Okay, what are these cords made out of?
So they're made out of layers, right? So your innermost cable is optical fibers.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got a layer of petroleum jelly, a layer of copper.
Petroleum jelly?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Never heard of petroleum.
Yeah, like like Vaseline.
Back off.
That.
Ah, missed. Damn.
That's what's in there. Petroleum jelly. Vaseline.
Freeze.
And then a copper or aluminum tube, polycarbonate, aluminum water barrier, a stranded steel wire around it, mylar tape, and then polyethylene.
Oh, I've got a barrel spider. Oh, crap. I hope I picked up that card.
Yeah.
Now, let's see.
Back off. Freeze.
Holy cow.
Freeze.
And then they literally put these in rolls on the backs of ships.
Yeah.
And then they have a mechanism that lays them across the bottom of the ocean.
Wait, so they...
Yeah.
I'm trying to process this. Like,
Yeah.
repeat. Would you mind repeating that?
Giant
again?
roll of cable on the back of a ship, being drugged behind the ship, and laying across the bottom of the ocean.
And, does one end of it stay on a ship? Like,
Yep. And then it gets connected into the grid.
Like, I assumed that after, each end has made it to their respective islands, or not islands, just continents, like, then they would take each end, just like have the cord like go on land and into like some building or something.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You have to go up into the hub.
Oh, so they do. So it's not just on a boat forever.
Right. They're just connected from one side to the other. But holy cow. That's crazy. I had no idea. I had no idea it was a thing initially, but then I saw it the other day. I saw the graphic. I'm like, no freaking way. So then I started looking into it. I was like, oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, communication cables all around the world, right? Like, I mean, I guess satellites can't be bothered, but it's kind of odd. I was actually thinking about this the other day after I saw it. I was like, you know what? All it would take, especially if you kind of knew where the cables were. Like right now, Putin and Russia are kind of being schmucks to the rest of the world, particularly Ukraine. But all it would take is like them getting pissed off and knowing where those cables are located, and then just shooting the freaking torpedo at it. Next thing you know, internet's out, how many people are gonna freak out? You want to cause some chaos? That's how you do it.
If Russia just launched a torpedo at like the source of these,
At the undersea cables kind of thing. You can just add the cables themselves.
wouldn't that screw them over though?
Still be a calculated move. I mean, how many people in Russia have smartphones versus how many people in America have smartphones? Or in other developed countries? Or rely on access to the internet to do their jobs. Think about that. That's some crazy stuff right there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, I rely on the internet to do my job. Right? Like, I mean, 100%. I make phone calls through the internet. My order tool that I use to create home security systems for people is operated online. Right? Internet connection is vital to that. You lose that, that's game. I mean, for you, right? Like your job, I mean, a large part of it done through the internet. So, I mean, if I was a terrible world leader bent on destruction,
Cut the internet.
yeah, that's game. That's game over.
Okay, is there another enemy? Yep, right there.
Think about how bad people would react if they can't even like access Twitter or Facebook.
Oh, 15-year-olds will throw a fit.
Oh, they would. I think 15.
Mom, the internet's not working.
15 and 80-year-olds.
Wait, why 80-year-olds in particular?
Because they're the only ones on Twitter and Facebook right now.
I could see 80-year-olds being on Facebook. Don't know
Yeah.
about Twitter though.
I don't know.
Well, actually, maybe some.
I can see it.